Hello everyone, welcome back, and I have something a little bit different for y'all today. Today I'm going to be messing around in the Anvil Wabbajack, and yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. I've never really tested any other lists out before, so I hope you all are excited for that. And currently we are in the Community Shaders version of Anvil. So if you don't know, there are a few different profiles to this Wabbajack. There's a Rudy ENB with Obsidian Weathers. There's the one I'm on right now, which is Community Shaders. And then there's I think there's a completely base version, which they call Forge. So there's nothing at all, which I could check that out later if people are interested. But I think I'm just going to do a comparison straight off the bat with Community Shaders and ENB. We'll probably run down to Riverwood, maybe go to Whiterun. Can't decide yet. But all I can say is take a good look at everything, because it's important to pay attention to different lighting and all different sorts of stuff. Like I said, we're on Community Shaders right now, so without further ado, let's get to going. I've added some mods just so everyone's aware, but the mods are exactly the same on both profiles. No graphical tweaks. I've only added just a little bit of gameplay stuff, nothing too drastic, just some little flavor of life items, things that I can't quite live without, but still missing quite a bit of stuff. But I kept it as even as possible. They both have the exact same mods. That's it. And how's it going, Honan? How's it going, Gray Hair? Nico. Thank you. Wait. So I'm gonna click no. We started right outside of Helgen. And I gotta say, right off the bat, it does look really good. This is Community Shaders, like I've said already. And there is Dying-a-Lot with happy little trees. All this stuff is included in Anvil. The only things I've added are untarnished UI, so UI stuff. I've added the font. You can tell the font is a bit different. Nico Cam. So Smooth Cam is already included with Anvil. I just added Nico Cam because that's what I prefer. And if there's anything else I can think of, here, let's just take all this stuff. I've added things like magical jumping, but that's it, I think. Yeah. I added a hair pack, but SMP is already included. So I just added the Dint 99 hair pack. I added my character Jen for Runa, so it kind of looks like her, but I think there's different skin mods and stuff. I don't know. It's still just Anvil at its base. We're gonna go into first person and just go for a little walk. Hey, zombie. How's it going? Hey, Gears. How you doing? What's up, Jimbo? Did I add body slide? Nope, no body slide yet. I haven't done... Like I said, I've just added a few little things like Skyrim souls, for example, so that I can still... Like, my menus are unpaused. Just simple little things like that. Precision. I added precision. Basic stuff. Everything else, like I said, all the graphical stuff that you see, not me at all. That's all built in. And I believe there is complex parallax here. Currently uninstalling all your mod, so you have a hard drive space to play other things. Have to try MO2 for the next list. Watching Skyrim vicariously. Sounds good, Jimbo. Well, I highly recommend a Wabbajack. And this one is really good too if you just want to like experiment with stuff. I highly recommend checking out Anvil. Yeah, if you want to see more like Wabbajack lists, if you want to see more testing of Anvil, whatever Skyrim content in general, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, because this is kind of cool and I want to share more of this with people. And yeah, I know a lot of people like to see different sort of Wabbajack reviews. And now that I'm sort of in the Wabbajack ecosystem, I don't mind testing things as long as I have the hard drive space. One thing I do want to point out is I really love this grass mod. I don't remember what exactly it's called, because it's kind of a weird one. But the grass is beautiful.
I can take you.
Like I said, it has Dyndalod, but no grass lods. So if I wanted grass lods, I'd have to do that myself. And happy little trees, like I said. It's a great, great base. You have a box of chocolate? That sounds good. By the way, we are playing in 1440p. I don't really know how I feel about that because I run at a pretty low bit rate with OBS. So it might not even look all that good. And I might just go back down to 1080p. Speaking of which, I forgot to turn this on. People would want to know what the frame rate is. Oh. There is one important mod I probably should mention that I did add, which is the upscaler. I can play it without the upscaler if people want to see that too.
Go ahead. See for
But I just threw it in there because I get nervous playing in 1440p. But it's looking good. It should be as long as you download... You have to download Nico Cam, gray hair. But as long as you did, yes. Stones look nice? They do. I don't know what that's retextured with. It won't tell me either. I think it's Skyland, if I'm not mistaken. I think everything here is Skyland. Bits and Bobs, AIO, Fantasia. So yeah. You did? Yeah, okay. What's up, JG? How you doing? So, you know, MCM, Smooth Cam, it should be presets. It should be right here. And then don't click this one. Don't save the preset. Click load preset. Hey, what's up, Sudden Strike? I don't know what to grab. Let's do this one. And as you can tell, I mean, it's fooling me. That looks pretty parallaxed. So, community shaders must have the parallax. I'm just taking everything in. See, for example, you can tell I have not added like a 3D thistle or anything like that. No graphical enhancements have been added. Just whatever is installed with Anvil.
Remember, this isn't Stormcloak territory.
Yes, Anvil is another mod list. It's pretty unique in the fact that there are multiple profiles built in with it.
Run into any Imperials.
And I've only ever tried the Nico experience, so I guess if I had to compare it to the Nico experience, it's much lighter. But there's only like 300 and some mods installed. It's a very, very base game. But they still did a good job with, you know, covering all the little details. Like, look at that. That looks pretty good. Probably Fantasia, which I love Sky King, so... I forget what the animals are, though. I'd have to look into that. I'm not going to eat the whole box of chocolates, even if you want to. Yeah, a little bit of self-control with that stuff goes a long way. I know how you feel. I could eat the whole box and then a couple more boxes on top of that. I love chocolate. Yeah, the Nico experience is much, much heavier.
Decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Take a look at the ground. Yeah, that looks really good. Huge fan of Sky King. I believe I already said that, but I watch his streams all the time. I believe Sky King just made a new mod, the Soul Gems. And those look really good. They remind me of the Ice Nico in the Nico experience. That parallax you can see inside of it. It'll be preset 5. I think it installed as 6 for me. I don't remember. I thought it said 6. Yeah, 6 for me anyway. Hey Valky, how's it going? Yeah, Fantasia looks really good, and this is blended roads too. I think these blended roads might be my favorite, aside from Fusher's. It looks really good. It definitely feels like a next-gen Skyrim, you know?
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
If you were just to... If this is what Anniversary Edition should have been, you know what I mean?
It flew right over the barrel.
Yeah, by the way, Valky, thank you so much for boosting the Reddit server, or the Discord servers today. That's very kind of you. I know I already said that, but I do appreciate it. I want to say it again. Editing a video, downloading Mass Effect. Ooh. Yeah, I keep wanting to check out Mass Effect someday. Mass Effect or Dead
What
Space.
is it, woman? Sven drunk on the job again?
With Northern Roads, huh? The reason I like blended roads is because it's just
What are
really...
you doing here?
I've never had any issues with blended
I'll be
roads.
right down.
Doesn't need a lot of patches, you know? I've heard a lot of issues with Northern Roads needing patches and stuff, but I know it looks really good. But honestly, I think this right here could almost rival Northern Roads a little bit. You know, the cobble, it doesn't look like cobblestone, it doesn't stick out of the ground.
Care to have a drink with me?
It's just dirt roads. I like it. I like it a lot.
Drunk again, Embry?
It's you anxiety once you beat it, you went back.
Can I help you? Neat weapon.
Oh yeah, Sudden LE has a lot of limits. You're on a 32-bit... What is it? You're on a 32-bit... Not operating system, but executable, right? And you can only utilize 4 gigabytes of RAM with Legendary Edition. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just what I know. So, yeah, Legendary Edition has a lot of limits, unfortunately. But I can understand why people play on it.
Stay sharp.
Hey, you're an Imperial. Did I choose Hatvar? I think I did. I thought I chose Rayloff, though. Oh, those are glowing. Interesting. So Community Shaders has its own form of, like, E&B light or something? Massive headache to get working, but once you did, you couldn't replace it? That's fair.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Give me a second. Sorry, I thought I heard one of my cats. Like, you shouldn't be out here, the door's closed. It's a cool looking chest. Everything just looks so crisp, you know what I mean?
Hey, get out!
Hey, get out of here. Okay, I'm leaving.
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant.
Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Jessica? Oh, whoa, holy crap. I didn't know what I was missing out on. Is that better? Sorry, my headphones are kind of weird lately. Oh, it's so loud. Ah. Not bad, good. Good to hear. Yeah, tears, sleepless nights, rage quits, messing with its load order and loot until it worked. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you, though. Checking to see which are still publicly available? Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Changing to Anvil? No, I'm just, I'm testing it out because I had some room on my hard drive. And now I'm testing out more Wabbajacks. I want to explore more lists out there. Now that I understand the true power of the Wabbajack. So we're getting about 48 FPS looking this way, which isn't too bad. For 1440p, granted we have the upscaler, it's not too bad. I think you have natural waterfalls are in here. What is it? Simplicity of Sea? I mean, that looks pretty good. As a fan of water for E and B. Still looks good. Excuse me, I apologize for that. Whew. This weather just kicks my butt sometimes. So we'll walk down to Whiterun, we'll go to Dragon's Reach, we'll flip around, and then I will flip over to the E and B. And if we get real crazy after we do all of our testing, we'll do a little bit of paragliding. See how the lods look? You don't like the roads? I actually really like the roads. I do like blended roads. This is blended roads, by the way. I like the blended roads with Fusher's textures. But something about this looks a little bit more natural. And you kind of avoid that tiling effect. You still do see it in some spots. I actually think maybe some of it is a little bit in the wrong load order or needs to be patched. Because I did notice some of the bridges were messed up. And I know that I was able to fix that in my mod list, personally. But yeah, Sky King does a really good job. Yeah, I don't remember what this grass is. We're gonna have to check. But it looks nice. Hey Brian, how you doing? VR hates changes to bridges. Fair. That's fair. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. They don't look terrible, but those little patches should be fixed. But it's not bad. I just think it looks out of place. How's it going today, Saruman? Skoglendi? I've never tried Skoglendi. I want to, though. It's not terrible, but it's a little bit more noticeable if you're using, like, Fusher's textures. Because it's very dark. But still, I'm not complaining whatsoever. 400 mods? Looks like Vados Brum regions? No, it's a really weird acronym name. It's not the grass your mother warned you about, but there's another one. It's the tundra! Although, I'm not a fan of the brown, like the grass. I prefer the green grass in the tundra. It still looks really nice. Like, I think the textures look really good. But I prefer green, you know what I mean? Yeah, happy little trees could have more density to them if you put fabled forests in there. One thing I'm not gonna complain about is that frame rate. But there's nothing out here, so of course the frame rate's gonna be good. But I can add on to this, you know? Yeah, I definitely prefer the green over the brown texture, or the brown grass, I guess. And this is Kabloom's mountain flowers, which I like. They're nice, performance friendly, but I still prefer the 3D. I want, when I do my own Wabbajack, I want to experiment actually with the mountain flowers and do like a base object swapper so they're a little bit different, the mountain flowers. You'll still see the cathedral ones, but I want them to kind of be more diverse. Yeah, great baseline if you're looking to rebuild your mod list. This is a great place to start.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official, fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
That's what I think they're trying to do. It's like, hey, here's something really amazing to start with. Go crazy. There's three, like I said, there's 3 profiles, and one of those profiles is completely blank, except for, I think, like, the basic fixes. No graphical stuff, nothing. It's true. It's true, Nico. Well, that's the thing, is I can really pay attention to frame rate with this list if I want to, because the Nico experience is my heavy list. You know? I could tailor a mod list around a 3060, but then next thing you know, I'll have a 3090 or a 4090.
Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll
But
take
either
the
way,
job, but don't expect a miracle.
I don't think it'll really matter. At the end of the day, I'm making
I
a
work
mod
with my
list
mother.
for me.
Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days. Hard work.
Yeah, it's only visual stuff. You won't find any real combat stuff. I did add some combat stuff, like I said, Precision, Valhalla. That's about it.
Come to chat with an old woman.
The frame rate's great. 1440p while I'm streaming.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those monsters comes here. We'll be ready.
That's not bad at all. Oh yeah, 50 FPS? Let's go up here.
Dragons I can handle. But this talk of
Yeah,
dragons,
that's pretty good.
world gone mad, I say.
See, I would add stuff like guard armor replacer. But this is ERM, Enhanced Rocks and Mountains. We're on the rooftops. This is one thing I love about Skyland. I think the roofs look a lot better than Fusher's, personally.
Battleborn,
Give me your money.
Alright,
Alright,
I
are
don't
we
have
ready
any
to
money.
move
You better give me 5 seconds right now.
over to the ENB version? The flames do look good.
I work with my mother.
I think that's Ultimate
Sell
Fire
fruits and
Effects.
vegetables. It's fun most days. The hard work.
Well, here, we are going to save here. And they're version dependent, so we're gonna quit. And we're gonna hop over to the ENB version. Oops. So here is Anvil. It does take a little bit for this to exit out sometimes. That's one thing I noticed. It's a little bit slower, but just be patient. So this is Anvil. Like I said, I've added a few mods, but nothing crazy. Everything down here I've added. But this is all Nico weapons. All this stuff right here is Nico Roshi weapons. So like 7 of them is just, you know, all the same thing, in a sense. A font, Proteus. Just random little extra stuff. TK dodge. Little quality of life stuff, nothing graphics wise. And then here is Anvil Forge, which I actually haven't checked out yet. And as you can see, this only has 94 mods in it. So it's baseline. The only thing this has in it is like script extender, you know, USSEP, Sky UI. So let's jump over to ENB. And one thing you will notice is that the ENB version does take a little bit longer to load versus the community shaders. Well, that's what I noticed. Although I started in-game last time. Take my word for it, the community shaders version loads up a little bit quicker. But if you guys want to go through the mod list at all after I do this little ENB comparison, just let me know. Just get body slide to work. Hate to sound like a broken record here. Well, you gotta get it to work. If you really want it, you'll get it. I'll go through it. I haven't done any body slide stuff yet, but I suppose I could add, like, I'm trying to think, like just an armor set that requires body slide, or actually I think I do have to run body slide for the hair SMP that I'm using, so we can try and run body slide, see what happens. But I haven't done it yet on this. Which version did I download? Just whatever's on the Wabbajack. Like 0.5, I forget what it said the version was. Here, we can actually check that. Yeah, version 0.15. CS doesn't have to access shader cache like ENB does on startup. Correct. Yeah, that's what I was like. It's got to be the shader cache that takes that extra time for ENB. So here we go. I'm in the same exact spot that we first started. And I'll probably make a video on this too, so it's a little bit more concise. The only thing I can't get rid of is the letterboxes.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help.
I mean, the
you
first
out.
thing I notice is obviously the weather looks much better.
Good luck. I wouldn't
But the
have made
frame
it
rate
without your
isn't
help
really
today.
much different. That's actually... Guess I must never... Yeah, whatever. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, here's ENB. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's not there for some reason with this one. I looked all over for it. It could be, maybe it could be stuck behind the upscaler. It could be that it's getting cut off by the upscaler. Well, the effect window is open. Yeah, it was in post-process, I thought. I think it's being cut off by the upscaler. Yeah, it's not in here anywhere.
Listen, you should go to
Like I
Solitude
said, I'm
and
pretty
join up
sure
with
it's
the
being
Imperial
covered.
Legion. We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels
Because
have
this is just the
themselves a
weather.
dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Trust me, I looked through every single setting. I looked through everything. Plus, this doesn't have the input disabler. So it's really kind of annoying to navigate through this. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. The only thing that's below that is color correction. I don't know, this really isn't that big of a deal to me, honestly. I'm used to it being over here, so they moved it. Any case, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I just want to play. I think we could deal with a little bit of black bars on the screen.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy,
The depth of field is
that place
extremely
always used to
high.
give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Yep, it's E and B. The roads don't look as orange. They look a lot more natural.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
The depth of field is very intense. Yeah, we're still maxing out 60 FPS.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on
I mean, I think the weather makes a huge difference, honestly.
you. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
That's a bit closer. I still think Critic Kitties look better. These look really good.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Honestly, I think the FPS might be better on E and B so far. I guess we'll find out at the bridge. That looks way better.
Things look quiet enough here.
I feel like the
Come on,
shadowing
there's
looks
my
so much better. The items menu? The items menu?
Uncle
What about him?
Hello.
If you're equipping a spell or a weapon. I think it's all vanilla. The only thing, well, I think they put Sky UI. That's about it. So there's no Wheeler mods, there's no, you know, there's no extra mods built in aside from Sky UI. Oh. Yeah, no, we're actually getting better FPS. By 2 FPS on E and B. Oh, well, there's the 48. Still, not really different. I think it looks better because the weathers are better. The shadows. Probably the ambient occlusion too. Makes things pop out a little bit better. Then you have the complex grass too, so that's a winner. The water looks more clear too. Maybe it's just the time of day. I'm gonna turn the FX down a little bit. I think we actually have a few different weapons. Yeah, let's do the greatsword. Does it move? I don't think there's those physics. No, there's no CBBE or CBPC, none of that stuff. Very, very base. I love all the clover. It's so pretty. I do miss happy little trees. If I build a mod list, I'll probably go Nature of the Wildlands as a vanilla base, and I'll add happy little trees, maybe fabled forests on top of it. But the lots look really good. Are they 3D? They must be 3D LODs. They have to be. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're just billboards. I don't know. They could fool me, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are... They still look good. Honestly, the terrain looks really good. Fabled forests? You think it needs it? Yeah, we got the dodges. How's the snow? We should go look at the snow. We'll take a little walk over to Dawnstar after this. Good call. A little bit lower FPS here. Yes, yeah, I was looking for... not that. This one. And then it was post-pass, I think? That's right in the way. I think we said it was post-process. Letterbox. Get out of here. I also think VSync might be forced on. Save. There, we fixed it. Gosh. Had to fix it. Now I have to drink some coffee to celebrate. Ooh, actually... can we fix that depth of field too? Just turn it to default for now. I don't really want to go through and tweak all of that. What's going on, Paragon? That's much better. Much better. Love the character model. That's actually Runa. I just took her from... I saved her in Proteus. Although her chin looks a little different. I just took her from the Nico experience. That's where I made her originally. Just relaxing, doing the same. We're testing out modlist. Testing out a Wabbajack. Yeah, I think I like the E and B just a little bit more still. I don't know if the right term is it just feels more like robust. It just feels richer, more realistic. I don't know. The community shaders looks wonderful too.
Halt.
We just had this conversation.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
So FPS really is not an issue at this point. And you know what that means? Add more stuff.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords.
Maybe the
for
FPS
these.
here.
Helgen got
Well,
hit
just
by
that
a
one little
dragon.
spot.
One of those horrors
Sword
comes
of
here.
that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak.
Took the no option. Gotcha.
Besides,
Kind of forgot that I put that there.
steal
Wow.
There's a rift here.
I wonder if that's bits and bobs.
Neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
Looks really good.
I ain't done nothing.
Hello, child of Kinneret.
Come to chat with an old woman. Do your good.
I know your family's honor is important to you.
17% is the Wabbajack. People like those silly options. so I like to
I
give
can
it to him.
handle, but this talk of dragons, world's gone mad, I say.
Yeah. I actually gained some FPS here. Well, maybe community shaders is the heavier one. Yeah, they're pretty pretty comparable.
Need a blade? You should talk
Which
to
is why I
Adrian
still
at the
choose
forge.
E and B. As if they're going to be comparable in performance, and I still think E and B is looking better, then I'm going to
Tried
choose that.
mercenary work?
Give me your money.
It might suit you.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 septims right
I
now.
have to figure out what the fire is.
No, please. I really don't have any money, Brave.
It is Ultimate of Fire Effects. So does that mean Embers is in here too?
Tomorrow, baby Battleborn. I'm gonna
Oh,
bloody
no Embers. Arctic Frost Effects. Nothing. Voltage. That's cool. For some reason I knew that looked different. The magical jumping looked a bit better. Yeah, no Embers, just ultimate fire effects. Looks really good. For some people, ENB performs better. You need shutters, but ENB melts your computer. Yeah. Yeah, so far in my tests, ENB is still pulling ahead. Just a little bit. But in the visuals department, it still wins my heart. I said I think it has something to do with the weathers too. Rudy with Obsidian Weathers is just such a great combo. You know what else I'd love to test on this list? Is like open cities, just to test it. Nice, Falky. Well, enjoy. Hope you have lots and lots of fun. I am gonna grab the paraglider. Oh, it's not the crow here. Performance is awful. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see though, yeah, I agree. Just for fun. I miss everything. I miss the ancient lands. I miss the trees. I missed the Nico experience already. What can I say? Hey Blake, how you doing? Good to see ya. I was gonna change the time. Oh, that's nice looking. Thank you. What the heck? Oh, I see. There we go, sorry. I am doing pretty well, thanks for asking. We're just testing out a Wabbajack. Yeah, I don't know much about open cities, Falky. Those logs look really good. Maybe we should go check the rift. If only we had grass cache. Honestly, I could generate my own grass cache for this. It would not take very long. Alright, we're getting into the snowy area, Jessica. SR Open Cities. Oh, sweet. I'll take a look at it. Never get tired of the view? Same. Exterior cities, gotcha. Alright. What's the snow? Actually, the snow looks pretty good. A little bright. But I like the texture. I do like Nordic snow a bit more. But at least this doesn't look like it's been, you know, trampled on. So far, anyway. And that actually seems to match quite well. Little snow berm. Okay. That one matches too. I'm liking the enhanced rocks and mountains. What's up, 3Ls? Do have a little bit of a... Oh no, never mind, that's fine. It does look a little bit, a little out of place, but that's okay. Not quite blended. It still looks really good. There's the texture up close. Yeah, not too bad. I still like the really glistening snow from Nordic Snow. If you're looking for a performance-friendly list that you could add some gameplay mods on top of, I think this is the one right here. And it's on 1.5.97, so could one add Nordic Snow? Potentially. So I'm wondering if... What I'm wondering is, if Skyland covers the snow texture, could you add Nordic Snow on top of it and then just hide the, hide the Skyland texture? Potentially. It's possible. Oh, that's a good view. Pretty. Use the parallax snow instead of Fantasia's. Pretty easy to replace or swap. Yeah, it is pretty easy to do so. Yeah, in Mod Organizer 2, you can hide files that you don't want to see. Look out below! No diving animation here, so I can't dive into the water, unfortunately. Although I've always been kind of a fan of the Morthal trees. I think this would look a lot better with a mix of Nature of the Wildlands in there. Like I said, there's a tree mod that just uses... We use Nature of the Wildlands, and then this one just replaces the vanilla trees with Nature of the Wildland, and you can add happy little trees on top of it, blubbos. Might make for a nice diverse setup. 2952 out of 4,598 files downloaded. 4,598. What you downloading there, Nico? Ow! Are you downloading... what's that? Vagabond? Ah, nice. It's kind of cool to play a different mod list on stream from time to time, you know, break it up, see what other people are doing. This one caught my eye because, well, first of all, I can fit it on my hard drive, but I'm gonna go buy a new hard drive probably tomorrow. And I want to throw Lore Rim. I want to put Lore Rim on there and play that too. But I tell you what, I'm already missing the Nico experience. Oh, this is another mod I did throw in. This is technically a graphical mod. But it's just for the lockpicks, so I don't really care. I forget which one that is. I never use it. This game does just get better and better. True. True. So yeah, the snow doesn't look too bad. I kind of want to go check out the sand. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. I look at sand textures and snow textures. You want to see the glaciers? Oh, we could do that too. Do you notice one thing already about the sand textures, the coast textures? I see it. Do you see it? 'Cause I can see it. Do you see what I see? $10 points. If you see what I see. Oh, you have to watch the 144p? It's, tiling. I see tiling. I see it here, too. It isn't really too noticeable. You can kind of see it there, too, actually. Gosh, I'm such a nerd. Doesn't look too far off from Skirk Bros. Rocky, yeah, very rocky, I agree. I agree. Let's go check out a glacier. Well, they don't look so bad from here. What if they passed the LOD test? Nope, they don't pass the LOD test. Some of them do. They're very, very white. I kind of prefer the blue. But you do still get that little bit of parallax effect. Although we don't have like a quick light on. It's just that bright. But you do still get that kind of cool parallax effect. I just prefer the blue. Yeah, get out of the water. You like the ice? It does look good. You should see it on the Nico experience. That's some good looking ice. But this looks really good too. You do too? Yeah, me too, redneck. I do as well. But I do still like that it has that parallax, you know, effect to it. Let's see what the Horkers look like. Yep, this is just the beach textures. Very, very rocky. Yeah, better than most, I agree. Once again, probably Sky King. What's up, buddy? They look pretty good, too. This has photo mode already built in. Yeah, maybe someday. Well, hey, if anything, check out this list. I think you could handle this list for sure. So was there anything else we needed to check out here? Maybe we'll pop over to community shaders for a little bit more. Check out the snow there. We could try to run body slide. I don't have any other armors though that require body slide for this character. I only have one set of armor that I put in this game that I can get. It should be right over here, actually. Oh no, I wanted the other stuff. All I need is a pair of boots. Ah, that's better.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
These must be
Maybe
Mihail's
not.
chickens?
Maybe. Never mind.
Maybe not.
But I would stay away from him if I were you.
I don't think I saw any of Mihail's mods
New
in
to
here.
Riverwood? If you're looking for work,
Don't even think
go
about
see
it.
Hod at the mill.
I honestly don't want to leave Rudy's E&B version. Looks too nice. But for testing purposes, we will. And I'll also check out the body slide thing really quick. Alright, Nico. Have a nice dinner. Let me check out... Well, body slide isn't in here by default. Which means... there is no body slide. Which means I'd have to install it. I don't know if I want to install body slide right now, honestly. We finally got something to work, right? Nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Let's see how much quicker Community Shaders version loads up without, you know, the shader cache thing. Well, what'd you get to work, gray hair? Hopefully body slide. Alternate start works? Oh, you put alternate start in? Well, so far it's not loading up that quick. Is it? It says it's loading up. Just taking a minute, I guess. Longer than usual. Much longer than usual. Oh, there it goes. You like not starting in the main quest? Yeah, this one, the one that's built into this one just kind of drops you off right at the beginning, or right at the end of the cave, I suppose. I don't mind that for like a nice quick start. But I prefer alternate start, honestly. Beautiful loading screen. Yeah, these ones are... I added those ones myself. There were none. It's just the base one. Wow, I mean, this is community shaders. My one complaint is just the weather. But it still looks really good.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Let's change the time. Just a little bit more washed out during the daytime. We change the weather.
What are you looking at?
Ew.
I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even if you are my ally.
Why would you need to be afraid of me? Okay, that's not so bad. Never mind. But still, it is, compared to Rudy, it just kind of washed out. How's the night sky? We should look at that. Can't get it to work, get CTD? Yeah, I've never used Realm of Lorcan personally. Hey, what's up, Paisley Jedi? How you doing? I don't know, something about the parallax feels more pronounced in some spots. With the rocks and mountains. I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised. I want you to stay nice out, please. Yeah, it's not too bad. I just like more vibrant. Not bad. I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. We're just testing out. Oh, Wabbajack. Wabbajack. Hey, Willow, how you doing? Yeah, I labeled this the best of all worlds. I think that's kind of a fitting title. I believe you can actually add... I think you can add the Creation Club content on top of this if you want. I'm not 100% on that, because I never use the Creation Club stuff, but I'm pretty sure this uses the best of both worlds. I think this can only be used in 1.5.97. But you can still use your Creation Club content if you want it, which is cool. Because then if you ever want to learn how to do your grass cache, use the .NET script framework. There's a lot of good things about 1.5 if you're a nerd like me who likes grass cache. I literally scrapped my entire mod list once to downgrade my game just so I could do my own grass cache. And it was worth it. Like my time at Sandrock? Nice. Well, I hope you're having fun. So we wanted to check out the night. I am gonna go check out the snow here too. Get a nuke your list and re-download. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that, Paisley. Well, what version are you trying to play on? Ah! Got some root canals? Ah. Yeah, teeth. I'm having some teeth problems myself, like wisdom teeth. I need to get a filling. So yeah. Teeth problems are never fun. It was all by your hand. Oh, it was all by hand. Yeah, I'm just curious what version of Skyrim you're trying to run on. Like, do you care? Do you want to run on 1.5? Do you want to run on 1.6.640? That's the question that I have. Because there are a couple good Wabbajacks out there to consider. We gotta look at this grass. I forget what it would be under. Look at my little mouse. That's the loading. It's the Skyrim dragon thing. Get your wisdom teeth removed too? Yeah. I have all 4 of mine completely grown in. But they're all fine. They fit. They don't hurt, so. Got the AE upgrade? Well, check out... Here. Let me look at the grass really quick. Forget what it is. Landscapes? I forget where they put it here. Fantastic grasses and where to find them. That's what it's called. That's what they have in Anvil. And then Wabbajack. Sorry, I put my Wabbajack in a convoluted place and I still haven't made a shortcut for it, so... Sorry about that. I'll show you what I recommend checking out. What a great mod name. Yeah, really it is. So Anvil, I think, is a really good one to check out, honestly. If you want, you know, 300 plus mods as a base and a couple different profiles to test, highly recommend. But if you want... Is it just called SME now? Where is it? I thought I just saw it the other day. Right here, Skyrim Modding Essentials. This one I can really recommend. If you want to build your own mod list too. Because it's on 1.6.640. And it should be all the basic stuff. It tells you how to do everything too. Although I can't see which mods it has. But this is a good one to check out. But this one that I'm running on is really good too. Because it has a base. You don't have to use like the pre-made ones. There's a base that just has the tools built in. But if you like the way this looks, seriously, check out Anvil. I'm having a blast. Even though we're just playing base Skyrim in most ways. Dang, rocks getting in my way. Also, I just want to point out that I'm extremely proud of the thumbnail I made today. I think it turned out quite nice. Yeah, Anvil has HTT SMP physics installed. It doesn't have... I don't think it has, like, body physics or anything like that. It just has... I'm guessing it has some cloth, some armor, whatever, physics mods. But the only thing I noticed is that it has the modular hairstyles. That new mod that's on the Nexus. But I'm guessing they just add that so you can add more on top of it if you want. All you care is hair, same. The only reason I ever end up with CBBE or 3BA and stuff like that in my game is because there's like a lot of awesome armor mods that only work with 3BA. So I finally broke down one day and was like, alright, fine. This is what it takes to have all the really cool armors. I'm in. It hurt a bit. Yeah, I should probably get that removed. Okay, well here's another thing too, is you really have nothing to lose from downloading Wabbajack. Because it's self-contained. If you don't want it anymore, you just delete it. It's gone. You don't even have to download Mod Organizer 2. Mod Organizer 2 is built in to the Wabbajack. So you don't even have to download it. You can have this. It took me half an hour to download this Wabbajack with my internet. As long as you have Nexus Premium, buy a month. It's like $6. If that. Maybe it's like $3. Oh, I got a little stutter there. But if you have Nexus Premium, it literally does the work for you. I will legitimately delete this mod list if enough people were like, hey, we want to see how to download a Wabbajack. I will legitimately delete this and reinstall it on stream if people wanted to see that. Just to show you how freaking easy it is to download a Wabbajack. Yeah, I should not wait any longer, Willow. I really shouldn't. Well, no, it's on Mod Organizer 2. Vortex uses collections. And Mod Organizer 2 uses... Well, Wabbajack uses Mod Organizer 2. Collections use Vortex. But they all use Nexus. Halgari, the person who made Wabbajack, is the person who made Mod Organizer 2 and Vortex. And the downgrade patcher, so... Waited as long as you could? Well, I have dental insurance, so I should probably just use it. Halgari is the freaking goat. If I ever saw or met, you know, Halgari through the internet some way, I would just be like, seriously, thank you so much for all of what you've done for this community and what you continue to do. It's incredible. The guy's a freaking genius. Look at all those deer. Look at all those chickens. They actually look pretty nice. You're Willow's Demons on Discord? Ah, okay. Gotcha. That makes things a little bit easier for me. Now I know. He's working on Nexus app right now. Ooh, nice, Drew. Considered Vortex a couple days ago. Yeah, the patcher hasn't been updated. I think most people are just using the console downgrade thing. I don't do any of that anymore. My game is on the newest version of Skyrim. Like the newest EXE, 1170. I'm on the newest version, baby. Technically. But the mod, or the Wabbajack, self-contained, it downgrades the root folder within, or it's already downgraded, I don't remember, but pretty sure it downgrades in the process. So my game will still say 1170, but I'm playing in 1.5 right now. And you can download mod lists for 1.6. Maybe I should build a... Oh! No, I was gonna say maybe I could build like a Skyrim Together Wabbajack. But I think Skyrim Together is probably not really supported anymore. I just really want to play Skyrim with my friends. I will build a mod list in 1.6 just so we can play. Streaming so you can download it till tomorrow. Alright then. Well, I hope you get a chance. Like I said, the offer stands. If enough people want to see me, you know, do a Wabbajack, I'll throw some music on, we'll have some conversation in the background while it downloads. Although I'd hate to delete all of this, because I did add some mods to it. I don't really care. I don't care. I have the Nico experience. They knocked you out? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping they do for me. Knock me out. Wake me up when it's over. I think we're playing on easy. Should we go take care of these banditos? You'd love to see how? Well, I could also download like a different Wabbajack. Same process.
Alright, that's far enough. You know how this works. Now ain't this a surprise?
Now we're gonna fight. Yeah, there's another update coming from what I hear, so... I'll stick to, the few that I have for now. Anybody else want to shoot me? Got old room to tie you over, nice. Today's your Friday? Heck yeah. Today was my Monday. Uh-oh. Ooh, good shot. And you're dead. So how do you feel about that? Where's the chief? Bring him out. Oh, there he is. Come here, buddy. Well, that's a thing too, Paisley, is we're in Community Shader's version of Anvil right now. There are 3 versions of Anvil. This is Community Shader's.
That's your best, huh?
There's Rudy E&B with Obsidian Weathers. And honestly, I think the Community Shaders look a bit better in a lot of ways. I still prefer the E&B, but... Hey, what's up, Biggie? Yeah, I'm enjoying Anvil. We're playing on Community Shader's version right now, actually.
You think you can take me?
I know I can take you. You got a full set of armor. I'm running around in regular old clothes. I kind of forgot about the combat music, though. That's kind of loud. A little too loud for my taste. It look really good. Yeah, I haven't decided. I know there's reshade built in. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of this. I don't remember where Nico's... Actually, I might know where Nico's is. I might have a copy in here. Yeah, they failed to compile, though. Interesting. thought I had another version of it somewhere. To be honest, it's probably deep somewhere inside of the
Back off.
root folder somewhere.
I'm warning you. Back off.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that one again. Let me get myself out of this situation first, then we'll mess with that.
That's close enough.
The combat, well, I added Valhalla to this. But that's something anyone can do.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Well, 8 gigabytes of VRAM, okay.
Are you prepared to
Right now, we're not in a super heavy place. I don't think I've even gone over 7 gigabytes of VRAM here. In this entire test, I haven't gone over 7 gigabytes at all. This one's very performance friendly. There's no like cathedral whatever flowers. It's happy little trees. It's very performance friendly. You know, Skyland textures. It's got LODs. If you don't want to run Dynalod, it has happy little trees LODs done for you. And they're awesome. Yeah, it actually comes... That's another one it does come with. It comes with believable weapons. It is a little dark here. Yeah, that's about as clear as it'll get. It still looks really good. Oh. I don't think these... Must be, texture that didn't load in or something. Now, if you run VRAMer on top of this, if you learn how to run VRAMer on top of this, you can make this list probably twice as heavy. You could definitely add a bunch of stuff onto this, run VRAMer, and still keep it under 8. Yeah, that's really strange. Wonder if that's community shaders. No, I don't think so. I'm just unfamiliar with community shaders. It's weird it has reflection in it. I don't know. I think it has splashes of storms too. Rain looks good. The rain looks really good, actually. I love rain, so that's something that has to look nice. I was talking about the ground earlier too, the roads. I really like the roads, honestly. Might be my favorite blended roads. Storm clouds look good. I wasn't like the biggest fan of the weathers with community shaders compared to Rudy and Obsidian weathers. But this still looks really good. And another thing too is I didn't notice performance difference between either one. I think in some cases E&B performed better, and in some cases community shaders performed better, depending on the area. Alright, Willow, have a good rest. I don't know, I've always liked happy little trees, so can't complain about that. Although I'm much more of a fan of Nature of the Wildlands now. I do miss true directional movement. I've gotten used to the 360 walk run plus. Also, you know what else is not in here is Lux. If Lux was in here, it would probably look way better. Can we add Lux? Yeah. I don't see why not. Should we add Lux? Although you probably have to rerun LODs with Lux Via.
You're interfering with official
It's all vanilla.
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon.
This is like a vanilla plus experience. Character become drenched in the rain? Doesn't look like it. She looks pretty dry to me. I'm assuming wet and cold is something that you would need for that. It also doesn't have immersive equipment displays. As far as I know. Does it? No. It has the ultimate immersion toggle though, which is cool. I actually think that might be better than immersive HUD. ENB, good call, Drew, good call. Let's make this G. Oh, that's okay. That's actually better than immersive HUD. Because it'll hide. So, my biggest issue with immersive HUD and like true HUD is I want to be able to toggle my health bars, like my vitals off and on. And you can't do that with immersive HUD. But with this mod, you can. And I'm glad to see that that's in here. Because I don't like dynamic health bars. I like being able to turn it on and off when I want to. I'm a nerd about heads-up display stuff, okay? Maybe a little too nerdy. But maybe not the case, because people make UI mods all the time. So it's not just me. I'm a huge fan of this enhanced rocks and mountains. Ooh, yep, splashes of storms. Yeah, I know, I'm a nerd. Buy your HUD coming soon to a download near you. Yeah, maybe. If I can learn how to make, you know, the proper things. I think, what do you need? Adobe? Because you have to make, what, SWF files? Shockwave Flash. That's correct. Thank you. Well, you know, that might be something I'd be interested in. But for now, I want to learn how to model things. I want to make weapons.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Okay, let's clear the weather before we jump back over to E and B. Wait. Are we in E and... We're not in E and B right now. There's no way. I was gonna say, no, we're in community shaders, but the E and B helper is still there for me. Huh. Well, that looks pretty good. Nice looking shadows there. You're almost there, Nico. Ah! Almost fell. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Soft landing? We got soft landing. Now the water looks really strange. The seam was way more noticeable there for a second. Okay, let's head back over to E and B. Is everything installed here? Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna jump into Solitude. That way we can get like a proper comparison, I guess. But I will probably make a video on this. Just because I really like making videos. And a simple comparison, walking through certain areas. That's easy. But also I like making informative things. Like, hey, if you have this hardware, definitely check this out. A lot of people complain about their load orders or this all broke and now they have to restart. Well, this is your opportunity to try something else. You know how many times I've restarted? Now I'm not scared anymore. I could care less. I'll just go download the Nico experience again, or this, or whatever. This is way more fun. And in the meantime, I can build my own list in the background. I feel like this could be a bit more fun content-wise, too. People are like, oh, they're checking out this Wabbajack today. They're checking out this Wabbajack today. I don't know. I know Biggie does that already, but... I saved that. I know I saved it without the letterbox. I know for a fact I saved it without the letterbox. Save. Yes, I did. Thanks, Nico. Okay. Gosh, E and B looks so much better. Right off the bat, I can instantly tell the difference.
Lucan over in the Riverwood Trade.
Like, I love the community shaders look incredible. But it doesn't beat this. It really just, it can't. It's not possible at the moment. It's getting damn close. Like I said, I think it has something to do with the weather. The weather, Obsidian Weathers, with the Rudy ENB. It's just so good. I guess I'm a little too biased. Oh, well, you know what? In that case... Pull the lever, Crunk. Yeah, and you know, if it wasn't for amazing people who make mod lists like this, I'd never be able to experiment this much. Did the, it looks like that got reset too.
You betrayed us!
Yeah, why did all this reset?
Traitor!
Save. What's up, Frost Priestess? Priestess? Well, so far, Nico, the difference between ENB and community shaders on my system,
with a weapon drawn.
has been not much different. Like maybe at certain times ENB hits the FPS a little bit more, but I think in some cases community shaders it's a little harder.
All for sale at fair prices.
So I don't know. I don't really think it's for me personally. I don't think it's worth going over to community shaders because it gets better performance. That's not the case for me. If I can max out 60 FPS, 1440p with ENB, why would I need to run community shaders? This looks better to me, so I'm gonna run this. Yeah, like I said, it depends on your bottleneck. For me, this is not my bottleneck. But check this out. Paisley, you want your Skyrim to look like this? Go download Anvil. The core profile. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at... The only thing I've tweaked are very, very minimal things. Nothing... The gameplay you see, everything you see in front of you, I didn't do this. This is all done for you. Almost 400 mods. And you can play between them like I've been doing. Oh, you want to check out community shaders today? Let's go do that. But see, the seam... Actually, it's pretty similar. Oh well. I don't care. Your cat's back and snuggling you. Nice, Frost. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, the modding scene continues to just impress me and make me want to throw my hand in the ring. That's the biggest thing, is it's motivated me to want to make my own mods. It's got me excited to want to model things in Blender. Which I never... I'm telling you, a year ago, if you knew me a year ago, from where I was to where I am now, the fact that I'm like learning how to model and stuff in Blender is pretty crazy, actually. It's kind of a big leap. That is a beautiful shot. I don't think print screen is set up, actually. So I'm gonna make myself disappear. Oh. Okay. I had to get a screenshot. That was a pretty scene. Yeah, exactly. Well said, Nico. I do gotta say, it's pretty cool running Skyrim in 1440p. But I'm sure my bitrate would disagree. Oh, we just hit the lowest we've hit. 40. 41. You don't stream in 1440p? I probably won't stream in 1440p from here on out. I'm just doing it for today, I guess. But I'll probably just stream in 1080p and play 1440. But I figured, why not? By the way, I'm in love with Ultimate Immersion Toggle over Immersive HUD. Although I could see having both of them being a benefit. But for me, I think the toggle is better. Since I like having my health bars up all the time. I don't want them dynamic. I want to be able to be in control. Stream 2580 by 1080. Alright then. I always just stream in good old 1920 by 1080. I can't play the Nico experience in 1440 though. I can barely play it in 1080. But I think for now this is going to be my base. At least for the moment. I'll still patiently wait for SSEE to recompile. But if I run grass lots for this, or switch out the grass or add some grass on top of it, maybe I'll put QW's grass in here instead. Or if there's a patch to add some other mods on top of this grass, I'll run grass cache. Maybe I'll add some other trees, you never know. I'll definitely add the rest of my animation mods. I need the Nico's reverse daggers. I don't even have MCO in here, just Valhalla. And the wind swept her across the land of Skyrim. It was epic. Well said, 3Ls, well said. Like Bruma and followers, you can do that. You can do that. I like the graphics too. I would just want to like improve them. This is already built in 1.5, so I could generate grass cache for this no problem. And I don't think I'd have to rerun terrain. Maybe I would have to rerun terrain, but I think at the very least I just have to rerun Dyndalad. But we'll have to try it out. I think this grass would look really good as a lod, or as cache. But at the same time, I miss the green. Not really a fan of the brown tundra, or just the brown grass. I like it mixed. That's why I really liked QW's grass, because it was like with the browns and the greens, you get a little blend of them. That looked really good. So we might just go back to that. Still got the floating mammoths. We're gonna head over to the rift really quick. Yeah, I don't know if you all have been paying attention to the GPU memory usage. I definitely would recommend Paisley or anybody out there who has like an 8 GB graphics card to just pay attention to that number up there, because I have 12 GB of VRAM on my card. I'm only using about 6 right now. I've seen it hit 7. I haven't seen it go past 7, so... Oh, you know, Jessica actually asked about the night sky. I completely forgot. Oh! It doesn't have the nebulas, but that's still really pretty. Actually, I wonder what that's from. Probably Skyland. I think this comes from Skyland. Yeah, the floating mammoth. Exactly. This is Rudy. Damn it. This is Rudy. We were gonna look at it in community shaders. Of course this looks good. It's Rudy ENB. Obsidian Weathers. Yeah, we can always switch back and check it out. It looks very pretty. I love the twinkling stars. Okay, let's fly on over to the rift. We're gonna take a nice flight in the night sky. And just want to take this time to say thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. It has been really fun just testing out a new mod list. You never know what to expect. I think people are genuinely curious about, you know, what's out there, and they want to see people play it before they jump into it, so if I can help people make decisions, and they actually, you know, go for a Wabbajack, then that is awesome. Yes, I added a paraglider. Wow, that's so pretty. Yeah, I like that it has true directional movement built in, smooth cam. Basically, this MCM menu that you see, I've added a couple things, but photo mode, Sky UI, smooth cam, storm lighting, TDM, true HUD, ultimate immersion, those are all built in. Oh, heck yeah! I'm really happy I could help, Jessica. It was kind of a perfect little... It's like a happy... not a happy accident, but... I saw it, and I was like, you know, I want to try this. And it just so happens I knew a few people were curious about it themselves, so... I figured it could help some people. Looks really good over here. Look at those trees. I'm excited to check out the aspen lods for happy little trees. It looks really good from here. They're a little bright, but I don't mind that. I think my biggest issue with happy little trees, it's not a big issue, but just my one issue is that they all kind of look the same. Even if you were to do Fabled Forests, it's like the same tree, but bigger. Not a deal breaker, but I like variety. But wow, those LODs are... Right, okay. They're not bad. They're not bad at all, actually. The lots for the lake kind of suck. I bet you if water for E and B was in here, it would look a little bit better, but... Simplicity of C? Not too bad. They do remind me a lot of, like, aspens ablaze. There's that same grass. I don't know how much I really like this grass. I like it, but... still like Folkvanger more. Well, that's a pretty shot. How can you not love the rift? Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fan of the... just not a fan of the grass. At first, my first impressions, I did like it, and I still do. But seeing it over here is... eh. Just doesn't match the trees. Doesn't feel right. I feel like Folkvanger kind of matches these leaves a little bit better. So do you think you'll make a Wabbajack? Are you going to make PC and console? Well, Wabbajack only exists on PC, so... Unfortunately, no Wabbajack for console. But I wish I could say yes. I wish I could. Really, I still can't complain, but at least I know what I like. And this ain't it. But this looks good. I do like that. Oh my gourd! Yeah, it should be possible. I don't see why not. The only thing that you would really sacrifice is like your save. And I think you also avoid your support if you remove and add mods. Maybe just removing mods voids your support. That's the risk you take, I guess. And they make you fully aware of that. And I'm like, that's fine. If I wanted to unvoid my support, I would just delete it and reinstall the actual version. If I wanted to, you know, if I needed support from the Wabbajack peeps. Maybe it also avoids official support? I don't know. Didn't really look too much into it, because I don't think it's something I'd really have to worry about too much. Like, just mod fixes? I think... yeah, I'm not too sure, honestly. I'm guessing, basically, yeah, like in Discord, stuff like that, they wouldn't be able to help you, because if you're deleting stuff from what they've made, I can see them not being able to help you, because it's like, well, you took something out that I put there. I can't help you with that. That's what I think it means, kinda. Yeah, you can't account for what other people do, so they can help you with what they've done, but if you're adding stuff and subtracting stuff and something breaks, and you go to the Wabbajack creator and go, oh, why'd this break? Well, I don't know. How'd you break it? What'd you add? What did you subtract? And at that point, I think the mod creator would just be like, you're on your own. If you're gonna add and subtract stuff to what I've made, that's your own risk. If it's an actual, like, problem with the Wabbajack base, that's what the creators want to fix. They don't want to fix your mess. They don't want to fix your mistakes. They want to fix their own mistakes and make their Wabbajack better. So you can imagine how coming to them for support on something that isn't related to something that they've done would be a bit kind of like a big middle finger to the face, almost. Like, I broke your mod list, can you help me fix it? Oh, I'm gonna die. Run! Run! Jump! I thought I had healing, but I guess I don't. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't mind helping people. I like helping people. But there's times when I'm not fully gonna be in the headspace to be able to help somebody with their, you know, their mod list or whatever. Sometimes I just need to decompress after a long day of work and play some video games, or just had a rough day. You know, I just hope people can respect when somebody can't help you. It's like, I can help as much as I can and when I can, but that's not always going to be the case. But I do try my best. And I'm sure I would still try to help people with their mod list. If I made a Wabbajack and somebody came to me in that situation, I would if I had the time, I'd still probably try to help them as much as I can, but yeah. I mean, the README specifically says it. Interesting, Brian. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Landscape buildings, weather, and things like that. Well, that's why I like Anvil. If you want to create your own mod list, you can do that. Right? These have pre-built options for you, but there is a forge option that's completely blank slate with like minor fixes and stuff like that. So you can start with absolutely nothing. Like, would I take a chance at removing the grass? Sure. Would it potentially break something? Probably. But am I going to go to the mod creator or the Wabbajack creator for that? No. Probably just re-download the Wabbajack and leave it alone after that. And go mess with the forge instead. But for example, in the Nico experience, or even this one, I'm never going to touch the trees. You know, I'm never going to change the landscapes, or... I feel like grass is still considered a landscape, but a little bit more modular than actual landscape mods. But even then, it can get kind of dicey. So I'm going to take a quick break. Maybe we'll look into re-downloading this Wabbajack so people can check it out. But I need a break. Oops. Yeah, Nico's got it down. I'm not touching the Nico experience except for adding a few of my little things. But those are things that I added to this, too. I added things to this that I absolutely need to enjoy my experience, you know? Like, I'm still having 100% of the Nico experience, just adding my little bit of flavor to it. That's it. Same thing with this. I didn't touch any of the graphics that you see today. Just gameplay, heads-up display, a little bit of precision, big whoop. Right back. Yeah, we're gonna probably delete this and re-download it. check. Yeah, I'm actually, I'm subscribed to Rebel's Eyes, so we'll be seeing that tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna watch it on stream, but... Alright, do we want to go download it? It'll just be a little bit of a chatting session if I do. Although I don't know how good it is to download stuff while streaming. But I guess we did check out what we intended on checking out. If anybody else wants to see anything else in the game, ENB community shaders, let me know now. Because I know some people really want to know, you know, how you download this and stuff, so... It's pretty easy. It's actually stupidly easy. I hate to use the word stupid, but it's like... It's very, very simple. It's silly how easy it is. How about that? Although, I need to grab something. Because I won't get a chance to use it if I delete everything again. Well, at least not right now. Aw, lame. Yeah, we don't have any of the cool bow mods. I do really like how those roads look. Wow, those look really good. Dang, you still got quite a ways to go. No, I haven't done it yet. Nope. Just gonna do a little bit of shooting. Right in the butt. It's gonna suck to have to download all the stuff again. But I can do it when I feel like it. Well, I mean, add all of my little mods to this. Probably took me only like half an hour though, to be honest. Hey, you don't even need it. Right over your head.
Last mistake.
Oh!
Eh, you don't even need it. As long as you got the bow and the arrows, that's all that matters. Teresa mod for arrows, the crossbow and bows. I only use one bow mod. Well, I only use Nico's mods. Ooh, right in the eye. I use mods like Bowgasm, and I want better arrows. And a Bow's Whisper, although a Bow's Whisper isn't in here. Alright, are we ready? I'll have to throw some music on. But for those who enjoyed the Anvil experience, thanks for joining in. If you want to see any other Wabbajacks, let me know. The best way to do that would be on Reddit, or probably in a comment after this video. But appreciate your time. We're gonna go show people just how easy it is to download a Wabbajack. Let me hop on some music so we're not completely bored in here. Okay. So the first thing, this is way too dang loud for me. There we go. If it's too loud, let me know. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go into where I installed my Wabbajack. What I did was I made a folder where I put this, called it Wabbajack Installs. Eventually the Nico experience will go in here, but you can see I made another folder, I called it Anvil, and that's where everything went inside. So folder setup to me is very important. And everything that we were playing today is contained right here. I deleted the downloads earlier. Oh, we still have the downloads. Well, I'm gonna delete those. So, just for the sake of this video, we're gonna delete this whole shebang. Get out of here. It's kind of big, so it will take a minute to delete. Forgive me. To finish off my coffee, though. Coffee good. We played for a solid 2 hours, so... yeah, 50 gigabytes. It's deleting now. Any bow mods? Any bow mods? Is it arrow mod for cases for arrows? I have no idea. I want better arrows is the only mod I use for quivers and stuff. Talking about is on console. I don't know if Bowgasm is on Xbox, but I know Nico Roshi Creations is on Xbox. I think Bowgasm is though, so yes. Of course, Jessica, no problem. So I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit more in my headphones, so I can explain a little bit better. Once again, if the music's too loud, let me know. For explaining, should be fine though. I know my decibels pretty well. The first thing before you ever download a Wabbajack, go to your Steam library, wherever you downloaded Skyrim Special Edition. I highly recommend not downloading it into your C drive. Put it in somewhere separate. If you have a separate hard drive, put it there. If not, just don't put it in program files. There is a way to install Skyrim and other games outside of your program files, but it can still be in your C drive. Just learn how to do that. I highly recommend it. But for me, it's on a different hard drive. So we go to Steam Apps, Common, Special Edition. I have a fresh version of Skyrim. If we go to the EXE and click on it, go to Properties, go to Details, we're on 1.6.1170, which is the newest version of Skyrim. And the only other thing that I have in here is the creation kit. So I have downloaded a fresh copy of Skyrim. I've downloaded a fresh version of the creation kit. And that's all that is in my Skyrim Special Edition. That's it. Now the next thing, this is gone. See if I click on this, it doesn't exist anymore. So I have to unpin that. So now that you have your base, Skyrim Special Edition, you have your creation kit, I'm going to navigate to wherever I downloaded Wabbajack, which is also in my D drive. And I put it in Mod Tools, because it is a tool. And this is actually the old version, I need to delete it. Because I have 3.5 now, I don't really need 3.2 anymore. So we'll go into 3.5. Because I downloaded these separately. I'm actually going to make a shortcut because I'm sick of doing this. No. I must not have clicked on the right thing, sorry. This. There, sorry about that. So sick of not having a shortcut. So, you open up Wabbajack, once you've done, you know, the first two things I told you. Then we go over to Browse Mod Lists. Because the one we want is actually in here. So this is what you're going to see. This is going to be unticked. It's going to show all games, because there's different games for Wabbajack. I think there's Dragon's Dogma. There's a few, Stardew Valley. There's a lot of different games that are supported by Wabbajack. So what I'm going to do is click on Unofficial Lists. I don't think Anvil is an official list, but I click it anyways. You don't need to do this, but I click on Skyrim Special Edition. Use the search bar. Comes in handy. So I typed in Anvil. It shows up here. Anvil, the forge on which to create. Mod list version. 0.15. Download size is about 50 gigabytes. Installation size is about 57 gigabytes. And the total size requirement is 104 gigabytes. So I'm going to check. Oh look, we have 501 gigabytes free on the M.2 drive. So we're good. This little button right here, download mod list. It'll pop up a readme. As soon as this is finished, this little guy, you'll get a pop-up, a readme pop-up. Highly recommend keeping that on standby. I guess we have to press the play button first. So now that it's downloaded that, you press play. Look, the readme file. Now everything you'll ever need to know is here in case you need to know how to do this. But for me personally, I kind of know how to do this for the most part. And this is where you're going to choose where to put the mod list. So I just usually click on mod list installation location, this little 3 dots, and it'll bring you somewhere in your file explorer, your directory. Like I said, M.2 drive, mod downloads, Wabbajack installs. This is empty. I'm going to create a new folder, call it Anvil. Anvil. Then we're just going to click on it, select folder. Now if you wanted to put your downloads somewhere else, you could, but this creates a download folder within that folder that you made, so you don't even need to do that. That's it. If you're If you're gonna update it, you would hit overwrite installation, but I don't think I need to do that since I'm doing it from scratch. So this little play button, press play. Now guess what? That's it. We're gonna sit here and wait for this to download. So hopefully my internet doesn't cut out as we download this. If it does, my apologies. But if y'all have any questions for me, anything you want to talk about, now would be a good time. If I can think of any good stories to talk about in the meantime, I definitely will, but I suck with stories. The only thing interesting, well, one of the first interesting things that ever happened in my life really was, I was like 3 years old, and I ended up having to wear a giant cast for like 9 weeks because I cut my knee wide open. I actually still have the scar to this day. I'm almost 30 years old. So 27 years later, I still have a massive scar on my knee where I sliced it open and they had to stitch it back up and put me in a cast for 9 weeks so that I couldn't bend my knee and reopen it. And that's really like the first interesting story that happened to me. Actually, the first like crazy thing was when I was a baby. I had some sort of, I don't think it wasn't a tumor, it was like a, I forget what they called it, but I had something stuck in my, oh look, yep, we are dropping frames now. Completely lost track of my story there, but yeah, this is what's gonna happen. But it shouldn't take too long. This will be the hardest part, so if y'all notice dropped frames. Dang, it really pulls everything, doesn't it? Yeah, it's pulling all the internet. So yeah, my apologies for crappy stream quality right now. Or non-existent. It's fighting for its life. But I do this for y'all, to show you how easy this is. I just hope it hurries up. I'm gonna try to turn this off, see if that'll help at all. Probably won't. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, but this is for the people that are hanging out chatting, so I do what I can to help. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. Okay, well, it looks like it's freed up some bandwidth. I don't think it's enough for it to be stable again. But it should be. Nope, it's not. Yeah, probably. I would say so, yes. Let's hope this gets done in half an hour. These are just all the really, really big downloads right here, unfortunately. Dropped 17,000 frames doing this. Yeah, you gotta think. I know you can't hear me right now, but you gotta think. You're running the... It's hard to explain, but yeah. That stuff needs to load after, because it can't load before, right? I don't know. You need the armors to load in before the meshes, or the body slide output loads in. Because the body slide needs to find the armors first. So the armors are a higher priority than the output. Well, technically the output would be a higher priority, depending on how you look at it, but the armors are necessary for the output, so the output has to overwrite the original. Tick, tick, tick. Hey, look at how close we got. We're almost there. It's just like those last big files that take so long. I'm sure YouTube is gonna love this one. Maybe I'll go back and annotate this video so people can kind of see. Or I'll just make a video doing this. Maybe that would have been the better option. Not lagging anymore? That's good. Yeah, sorry about that. It should get progressively better as the downloads are finishing. But I knew this was going to happen. I was like, y'all expect it. It's going to take up my internet doing this, so... I think Gears, I think he's downloading Vagabond. Road... Wait, how's that song go? I don't remember. Nomad, vagabond, call me what you will. Yeah. We're so close, baby. We're so close. Hey, you could just sit here and watch this happen. That's so many mods. Are you gonna stream that, Nico, or are you just gonna play it on your own time? No sound? Well, that's because we're getting all this lag. That's because we're trying to download a Wabbajack and stream at the same time. Which I don't recommend. Ever. Don't ever do this. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. Can anyone out there hear me? Or is it just sudden? Probably doesn't help that I'm streaming music too. Picking up fine. I'm still dropping a ton of frames. Almost 5% of the stream has been dropped frames now. Alright, good night, Sudden. Simpsons mod cracks you up. Oh, the Fuzro Dough. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not actually a Simpsons mod, but I like that they used Simpsons. They used Homer for the picture. Yeah, silent voice file. Yep. For the mods that don't have dialogue. Basically, I think. It's a very, very handy mod. You'll find it in pretty much all lists, or at least most of them. Here's your image, Nexus. The Blender Animator. Improved smoke. Okay. 30,000 dropped frames. That's gotta be a new record for me. It's so close. I just hope that we pick back up after these downloads are done. Hey William, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Welcome to the community. I hope I'm helping somehow. Yay! Come back, internet, come back. Quit dropping frames. Well, it shouldn't be. It still is, but it shouldn't be. Which is strange. Maybe Wabbajack is still using the internet to install. Interesting that it's still doing that. Yeah, well, it's weird. It's double the gigabytes per second, but we're still dropping frames. So I'm confused. Well, I guess go back to what you know, gray-haired. If it's frustrating you that much, it's just not worth the frustration. If you can't figure it out, nobody's expecting you to figure it out, so... At least you tried. Yeah, I'm still getting tons of lag on my end. Can't even watch the dang stream. Oh, is it gonna level out? Finally! Jeez! It finally leveled out. It took forever. Well, now it should be back to normal. After 36,000 dropped frames. We're back. Downloading another one right now while streaming? Yeah. Yeah, I deleted Anvil, and we're installing a fresh version. A fresh copy for people to see. I'm so happy we're back. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry about that, peeps. I expected that. Didn't expect how long it would last, but I do it for you. But now, yeah, we're just in the final stretch right now. It downloaded all of the mods. Now it's extracting and installing all the mods. You can see 57 gigabytes. We're about halfway there. But yeah, I just deleted Anvil. Showed people how to do it, because I really only added like 30 mods. Most of them were Bogasm and all of Nico's stuff, so just little utility mods, so wasn't that big of a deal at all. I do that in my sleep. That's true. That's true, Nico. But 4,600 mods, what's left to modify? Or, I guess, I don't know. I'm sure there's things you can add, but I just don't know what could be possible after that many. It's gotta be like tons of patches and tons of gameplay quest mods. Lots of armors and weapons. Lots of fixes and patches. I couldn't imagine. 46, how do you even manage 4,600 mods? 4,600? We're almost there. We were at 23 gigabytes like 2 minutes ago, I feel like. Coffee's finished. I don't know why I keep trying to drink it. We're getting there. I got so distracted by the frames dropping, I was thinking about stories and then I got completely sidetracked. But I can't believe how far I've come in just 1 year of this. All those little baby steps. They add up. So people who count out... people who give up on things too easily, too quickly, or just want to jump in and do everything all at once, be the best at something that you can be. You gotta take that mentality and throw it out the freaking window and just start at the basics of whatever it is you want to learn. The basics. For me, whenever I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed with something, I try to take a step back, take another step back. How can I make this as basic as possible so that I can build my way up to, you know, bigger and better? I'm never going to learn how to model something if I don't learn how to use the shortcuts in Blender or learn how to... You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to learn these little things. I'm never going to learn the bigger picture if I don't learn all the little stuff first. And quit worrying about being the best at it right away. Worry about what you can learn gradually. And then a year's time, you'll be in a position where, wow, look at all the stuff I know. 5 years, wow, I've made my own mods. I'm hoping this year I'll make my own mods. 5 years' time, I'm hoping to have made multiple mods. You never know. One thing I do know is I'll probably still be playing Skyrim. 48 votes? Damn! I haven't even seen the votes, actually. That's a lot. Well, those little polls actually help a ton because I'm sure people would love to check out certain Wabbajacks. Maybe I'll make polls once I get myself a new hard drive. I'll make polls on which Wabbajack we should check out. You know, so long as my computer can actually handle it. Oh, hey, guess what, y'all? Oh, it's done. Guess what's done? Wow, 44% of people have not heard of this Wabbajack. That's pretty cool. But guess what? You see this little green box? It says installation complete. That means it's done. We did it. We're downloading Anvil, Gears. We re-downloaded. We deleted what we played today, and we re-downloaded it just now. So, go into our mod downloads. Wabbajack install. Anvil. Look! Everything is right here. Your game root. See this? This is important for people to know. The game root within the mod structure here, the folder structure. You go in here. See this Skyrim se.exe? Remember I clicked on my other one earlier? It said 1170. Let's check the properties here. Details. 1.5.97. So, I'm playing on 1.5.97. But my game, my stock game, is on the newest version. And then you see this here, it says modorganizer.exe. Notice the little anvil next to it? Let's make a shortcut. Let's delete the shortcut within here. And now, we have Anvil. Let's open it up. The forge on which we create. Look, here's your mod organizer too. Does this look familiar? Here, maybe this will help. Settings. Theme. Purple. The newest version has pink, but this one doesn't have pink, only purple. Yeah, it's a requirement for them to be made to auto-downgrade, yes. Oh, you're just now getting to actually watch the stream? No worries, Gears. So one thing I'm going to do really quick before we carry on, since I have a little bit of time, I'm going to download Dint99's hair. I'm going to download Eyes of Beauty. No problem, Jessica. Whatever I can do to help. So this could help too. Something good to know. This is your downloads pane over here. If you just anywhere, if you right click, is it right click? Yeah, if you right click, you can hide the installed downloads. You can delete the installed downloads if you want to make space on your computer. But I just hide them. Yes, hide them. It'll take a second, but then they're out of your way so you don't see them. So I'm going to install the SMP hair, race menu hairs and wigs. Install. Actually, yeah, okay, that's fine. Eyes of Beauty, Eyes of Beauty. Oops. Let's change this to Elves Edition. Okay. Now this is actually set on the CS version. I'm going to set it back to Rudy. Let's turn all these on. Excuse my voice crack there. So I could run loot, but I'm not going to worry about running loot, so I'll just go to the plugins tab, hit sort. That's technically loot, but... Well, like I said, I'm really happy I could help anybody with their modding experience, Jessica, so I'm happy to help in any way that I can. You know, another thing I noticed about Anvil is that it uses a newer version of USSEP. I don't know if that's okay, but thankfully I still have the 1.597 version. I don't know if that's technically okay, but loot does bring it up as an issue. So I did change that in my personal list when I was messing with Anvil. I just have to grab one thing really quick. Too many freaking files. Mods. Where are you? So this, I'm just going to Copy. Paste. I'm gonna minimize y'all for a second. Just gonna go ahead and drop this right here. Just a couple mods for character creation purposes. Makes it a little quicker for me. Then that's on. I think we're ready to launch the game. It will take a second the first time, because it has to, you know, prepare the shader cache and everything like that, but we're loading up the ENB version. I'm gonna see how it looks. I haven't touched any of the UI and stuff. Obviously, I just added a couple things for the sake of a preset. That's it. Laptop just dropped everything for 10 plus minutes. Yeah, well, we were downloading the mod list, so there was a time when we were downloading where it used up all of my bandwidth, so we lost a good chunk of just the download process, but we got the rest of it. The download process isn't like the actual downloading the files isn't that important, as long as you can still get the point where I pressed play. But once it was done downloading, it showed installation complete, and then I showed where it was, and really, you didn't miss anything. Just a lot of downloading that you'll see yourself. But like I said, I'll probably make a video on it too, if people want to see a video. That way I can just press play while it's recording, walk away, then y'all can see the full process with no interruptions if you want. See, I didn't even change the font. The font is still the original. And this does come with an introduction. It's like an alternate start, sort of, but not really. Basically, you're just skipping the Helgen introduction. So I say yes. Sure, I can make a video on that. I literally just do exactly what I just did now, but instead of streaming, I'm just recording it in OBS. So that's easy. I could do that. And I can even cut it so that you can see it. So this is out of the box. The only thing you saw me add were eyes and hair, so that I can go over to my preset. Oh look, it's Runa. See that magic? The only thing I usually change with her lately is her complexion. And I usually change her mouth and stuff, but I don't really care about that right now. Let's call her Runa V. I don't know. Let's go Rayloff. Why not? See, we're right outside of Helgen here. We're right inside the cave. Do a video also sometime? Sure. People need videos. Oh, you know what's funny? I don't have the upscaler in here, so the FPS is actually going to be worse. So if we were playing in 1080p, it would be okay.
There he goes.
But the 1440p while I'm streaming, I definitely need the upscaler.
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Y'all are getting a raw experience of what kind of FPS we get without the upscaler. We were getting what, 60 FPS here at all times?
Hey, my sister. Girder runs the mill in River. Up the road. I'm sure she'd help
Now
you
we're
out.
40 FPS. I was getting 60
It's probably
FPS
best
here
if
with
we
the
split up.
upscaler.
Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help.
What do we say? 40 FPS right here? 42? Let's throw in the upscaler really quick before I go. Downloads. I put this one in here because it's already ready. The only thing I have to do is turn that on, turn it to performance, which honestly I don't even think I need the performance version. I just turn it that way because, oh hey look, yeah, it's unbalanced. Let's turn it to performance. And then let's start the game. See what it looks like with the upscaler. I don't really like supporting this mod, to be honest with you. I kind of hate the fact that I support this mod in some ways. Because it helps. Decided to disable all the mods in default and use Nico's mod list as a guide and rebuild it. Are you talking about with Anvil? Or are you just on a completely new profile? Well, you know Anvil has a stock, like a stock profile, right? That doesn't have any graphical enhancements, but it has like all the fixes already built into it. The Forge is really something I would love to build Wabbajack off of. But, I don't know. What did I say our FPS was? 41? 42? 55? 56? Come on. The proof is in the pudding. If you have an RTX card, well, you can delete stuff too if you know what you're doing. But even then, I would recommend against it. But to the people who don't really know what they're doing, I don't recommend taking stuff out, because then if you need help from like the people who made the Wabbajack, they can't help you. But if you don't mind having to reinstall it, download everything again, because you broke something, by all means, do it. Also, ENB by default does not have parallax or complex grass enabled. I actually had to go enable all that stuff myself. I forget how I did it now. I remember how. Let's see if it'll save the letterbox thing. So if you want to change the E and B settings, I'll show you how to do that really quick. You go into E and B. There's this, Obsidian Weathers add-ons and required files. Open an Explorer. Root, and then it's right here. So your INI setting is right here. And all the stuff... Oh, I picked the wrong one, sorry. The series is what you want. And all the stuff that I don't want this set to false. I want this set to true. Because this has auto parallax installed and stuff, so... True. So now the grass should look proper. I can show y'all how to do the override stuff too. A lot of mods not in the right priority, not organized. Green tundra after yellow tundra, etc. Well, not really. Oh, maybe, but gotta be careful with landscapes. Like I said, if you want to build your own mod list with Anvil, use the forge option. If you want to build off of what Anvil has already made for you, that's an option too. But I'll show you what I'm talking about shortly. Such a good picture. Actually loaded up quite quickly. Let's see if it saved the letterbox thing. I doubt it did. It did. Nice. Finally. Yeah, see, now it has complex grass. Now the parallax actually looks correct. Really? Okay. Oh, it's probably because we're on the quality, or on the performance instead of the balanced. But we're getting some killer frame rate, I'm sure. Come here, Wolfie. No TK dodge. Okay. No triple jump. Feels bad. No untarnished UI. Paused menus. See? I'm complaining. There's those certain mods that I'm so used to them now, I don't know if I can play without them. This still looks really good. Still nowhere over 8 gigabytes. Not rat. That just ain't rat. That's just not rat. Those rocks look pretty, right? I don't know. What do you think, Gears? What do you think about ERM, enhanced rocks and mountains? I think they look quite nice. They're pretty new too. I think Skylands stones look really good too. They look actually carved, you know? I'll carve you into pieces. Oh, that was really fun. I'm going to show y'all really quick. I suppose a little bit of the overwrite, if you're curious. Some of this you're going to have to figure out on your own. I know some of it can be confusing, but a real basic understanding of the overwrite folder, double click it. Got a bunch of stuff in here. I haven't been able to figure out how to deal with these two folders yet properly, so I haven't really messed with them. Shader cache, you can make this into its own mod if you want, or put it in, probably put this in the ENB mod These textures, interface, objects, main menu, wallpaper. This is going to go into a mod. Photo mode, this will go into photo mode. So with this open, I would type in photo mode. Look, there it is. Yeah, this search bar down here is your best friend. Photo mode, see I highlighted it. Textures, interface, objects. No, photo mode. Screenshots, paintings. Some of these you do have to just grab them by their folder and kind of build the folder. The screenshots, photo mode. Boom, now that's gone. So now I'm going to type in main menu replacers. Well, I'm not using the 21:9 ones, because I play in 16:9, so that's something you'll have to check, is if the 21:9 stuff is enabled. Disable that. So, like I said, I'm going to drag this stuff in here, one at a time, into the mod I highlighted. Just build up that folder. SKSE, this will have a lot of stuff in it, but these you're going to find that these are all mods. So if I type in actor limit fix, like I said, that search bar is your friend. Actor limit fix. Actor limit fix. Highlight it, drag it into the mod. Just do that with all of them. Barter limit fix. Drag it in. Nothing really to it. There's a lot of them. Log files, some of those are, yes. Which actually the log files can go into their own like log folder, I believe. Instead of dragging them into there. Usually the INI files are the only ones you'd want to drag into the mod itself. Yeah, usually I would make a separate mod folder. Like, so I would go, well, let me drag this into here, fuzrodo.ini. I drag the INI files into their respective mods. If that makes sense. So, OpenAnimation replacer.ini will go in its actual mod. I think this actually has a log. No, so I want to create my own logs. Well, like my own logs mod. See this little empty space underneath the overwrite file? I could right click that. Create empty mod. Type in log files. And then that'll show up there. Same thing. If you have a log file, drag it into the log files mod. Boom. This is really important to do, in my opinion. Power of 3 tweaks. Console++. Console++. Those are logs. So those are just going to go back down here. And I can highlight all these since they're all log files. Drag them right in there. And then build the folder up. Because that's what it had it in, so. Same thing. Create a mod. Like I said, you could probably drag this into like an ENB mod. The required files. Or you could just make a separate folder. These I'm not going to touch. You know what? Where's the finish line? Late loaders? In any case, these I don't know what I want to do with yet, so I'll just leave them. They're not affecting anything. But that's all that's left. Yeah, being more organized is important. Very, very important. And obviously, I don't really know too much about the way they set up their separators, so I'm still learning that too. But just for fun, call this one root logs. Actually, I think it's just logs. Let's check that. These are just, well, that's... Yeah, these are logs. Nope, go in there. And I know we have create. Can I drag this whole file structure in here? Yes. Well, there you go. Now there's nothing in my overwrite at the moment. Just a quick little brief organization. And if I wanted to set loot up, go to edit. See, loot isn't actually in here, so I have to add it as an executable. And I put mine in mod tools, loot, loot.exe. Then I think you need to start it in the root folder, which you can find where we downloaded Anvil. Game root. Data, I think you have to click. And then I always click force load. Yes, those two things. I think that's all you have to do with loot. Let's run it, see what happens. Sims folder. Just body slide that's driving you nuts? Well, if I download body slide, I can show you how to do that too. See, it says there's an error with Skyrim Special Edition patch. It requires version 1.6.629 or greater, but I just went and downloaded the 1.5.97 version and added it into here for testing purposes. You can see this is, I have 3 different versions. This is the root version, this is the Nico experience, and this one, the third one, is Anvil. And it has 28 regular plugins, which is really, really good. That leaves you basically a full list, even though they've added ENB and all these other mods. 28 active regular plugins? That's pretty freaking good. You still have all of the room to work with there. Yeah, I don't have body slide downloaded here. The idea is the same for any Wabbajack, yes. Well, I'm happy to help, Jessica. What was the file path for loot? The file path for loot is the same with everyone. For Anvil, since you're running Anvil, gray-haired gamer, what I did was I have loot already in as an executable. Start in, I went to this little ellipses sign, clicked on that. Wherever I downloaded Anvil, Wabbajack installs Anvil. That's where you're going to look first. Then you'll find game root within your Anvil install. Click on that. And then you click on data. Just click on it so it's highlighted. Then go down here, select folder. Apply. So it should be wherever you put it, /anvil/gameroot/data. Force load libraries, use applications icon for desktop shortcuts. That's all I did. And then I navigated to the drop down and found whichever instance I was using. For this one, it had the parentheses 3 because it's my 3rd installation of Skyrim Special Edition, technically. So with body slide, I'll download that really quick, install it as a mod, click on it so it's installed, and then we'll install it as an executable. Go to the plus sign, add from file, This is actually kind of where we need to be. So Anvil, mods. Let's type in body slide and outfit studio, Calentine tools, body slide x64.exe, click on it, open. I don't know, do you have to start this in the game root as well? I don't think you do, because it's already within the virtual file structure, so I don't think you need to start it in the data folder. You do need to start it in the data folder? Okay. Well, then you just do the same thing. Game root data. Okay. Game root data. No problem. Force load libraries. Yes. And then create files in mod instead of overwrite. Click that. This one already has one, but you might have to make it. So Anvil core. Oh, it doesn't have one. Excuse me, give me a second. So I'm going to create an empty mod, body slide underscore output, and I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to repeat that process. I think I forgot to save. Whoops. Oh, let's do that again. My bad. So mods, body slide, outfit studio, Calentine tools, body slide, x64.exe, open, start in the game root folder, not the data folder, just the game root folder, okay, to the location in the mods folder, okay. So force load libraries, that, use application icons, and then once again create, you can even type it, body slide underscore output, click that, apply. Now, you should have body slide as a drop-down option. I don't think I can actually do anything with body slide right now, because I don't have like CB 3BA or whatever like that. Launch it, baby. Now we're in here. Skyrim Special Edition. You might have to change this too. You might have to change the target game as well to the same location. Mod downloads. Game root. Probably just the game root. Did this one say data? This one says data. So I'm going to click data in here too. And then choose game. So here's body slide. Okay, full screen. Now I actually do have... Well, this technically doesn't count because I don't have any presets or anything, but we do have SMP hair. Now this is where I'm saying is I don't have 3BA or CBBE or anything like that, so this doesn't apply. At least I don't think. But say you have chose Himbo or 3BA. So for me, I would have chose CBBE 3BA. I'd click on that one. And then I would choose a preset, whichever body I'd want to choose. So that's important. You got to know which body you're choosing if you're going to choose BHUNP or Himbo or 3BA, whatever. Whatever you're going to batch build. Well, CBBE, 3BA, it's the same thing, technically. 3BA overwrites CBBE. So it's basically the same thing. Just an improved version of CBBE. Can't get your textures? Well, that sounds like you might be missing. Did you click this little button down here? Did you click this little checkbox before you batch build? See this little button right before the batch build? There's a little checkbox. Click that. Then press batch build. It'll bring up all these different things for batch build. Say I only have 3BA. Unhighlight the stuff that isn't 3BA. Only leave 3BA clicked. You can't get anything to preview? Have you installed any bodies? Because I can't get anything to preview either. Well, actually, I might be able to. All process. Let's see. I don't think this would matter, but you never know. This is the internet. See, this is what mine looks like, because I don't have anything installed yet. If I had 3BA installed, you would see something here, but you don't. But if I installed 3BA, some outfits, you'd see it. And then you choose your preset. Choose your outfit, your body. And then it should be build, batch build, build morphs, yep. There should be content in there now. Bodies and textures install with CBBE and 3BA. Well, sounds to me like you got it in the wrong location. Yeah, nothing went in here because there was nothing to make. There's nothing to batch build for me. So, check your outputs again. Double check your outputs. Go back and watch this video at the end. Just double check on all those little things. And tomorrow, maybe we'll download some stuff, some 3BA and stuff like that. I'll go through a little bit more body slide stuff. But I do actually have to call it here, unfortunately. Oh, see, I haven't even fixed this yet. Look at how unprepared I am. Look at how unprepared I am. Why is that escaping? We're having some technical difficulties here. That's alright. I don't mind. I click on that. Alt. Aha! Now you can't see nothing. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll play in 1440p tomorrow as well. Hey, look at that. Voila! It is fixed. You're almost there, Nico. You're almost there. Have yourself a lovely night, Jessica. I'm glad that I could help in some way. Yeah, if y'all want to watch some more Skyrim, Pixel8 is streaming. Gears left a link if you want to go check him out. Playing, what is it? Follow on. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Forgive me. But have yourself a great night, Gears. And until next time, everyone, if you did enjoy this, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button. It helps out greatly. Y'all have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful night, day, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow. Shout out. Later, everyone.